Hi, I'm Stephen Jarvi. I'm the music director of the Dearborn Symphony, and welcome to Symphony Notes. Here we are in the Michael Guido Theater at the Ford Community and Performing Arts Center, back to live performances. We're so excited to bring you our concert on April 15th at 8 p.m. right here in our theater, and that all revolves around fairy tales and friends. And I'm thrilled to present this concert because it has two of my favorite things. It has Ravel's Mother Gooseweed and Elgar's Enigma Variations, two of what I call my favorite party pieces. And we also are joined by our youth orchestra. For our annual side-by-side, we have music by Elgar also, kind of appropriate for graduation season. Pomp and Circumstance March is what we're performing on our side-by-side. And even though we think of just the dee-da-da-da-da-da playing over and over as our kids go up, there's actually all sorts of thrilling moments in this march that are great for young people and great for our orchestra to be able to kind of heighten their talents, and I know they have a lot of enthusiasm. But onto the music of Maurice Ravel. His Mother Gooseweed presents all these little miniature stories, things like Tom Thumb, Beauty and the Beast, the concept of some fairy gardens that are very beautiful, and we have all sorts of different It's almost like miniature paintings, just like the music of Debussy that we explored earlier in the season. Ravel can really paint a picture for the listener. So we have a princess that finds a little girl who is a princess that finds herself in a land full of miniatures of people playing walnuts and little rubber bands for music. I mean, it's an incredible piece of imagination, color, sound. Also, it has, again, like some incredible moments of showing off for the orchestra, probably the hardest viola solo I can think of in the repertoire. The clarinet, it represents Beauty and Beauty and the Beast, followed by the contrabassoon, who is sort of the beast in this moment. There's all sorts of colors and sounds that are so interesting about this piece, and I just love, love, love to present it to people. Then we move on to Elgar's Enigma Variations, just one of my favorite things in the repertoire, not only because I love the concept of musical friends, but because he presents to us a world of his friendships in just these little miniature vignettes. So we have a piece of music that is really one theme, what he calls his, enigma theme, but then goes through all of the different personalities of his friends. So we have a version of that is a tribute to his wife, where we hear their secret whistle. That was their little secret whistle between husband and wife, and that's presented in the music. And then we have a musical episode that just has to do with someone's bulldog, where the bulldog runs down into the river and chases the ball. Just these little incredible kind of sideline moments of musical genius. One of his students of viola, one of his friends that was a viola student, is featured in this by having a kind of ponderous viola solo where they're practicing a string crossing exercise, and that becomes the theme for the movement. Bum, bum, ba. But then the most famous moment of this piece is not actually the finale, it's the Nimrod Variation. We presented this earlier in the year as sort of a tribute to togetherness again after the pandemic. Elgar's Nimrod Variation is honestly put in the folders of many major orchestras in case there's a tragedy or something where we have to celebrate our common humanity. The Nimrod Variation is actually based on a friendship, Elgar and one of his friends sitting on the porch talking about the beauty and genius of a Beethoven slow movement of music. And this incredible kind of growth of this theme, it's just 3.5 minutes. But if you're not in tears by the end of that variation, check your pulse. So I can't wait to present this music to you. Again, thank you to our youth orchestra for being there for our side-by-side. Parents, thank you so much for bringing them to rehearsals. It's going to be great. We'll see you at the symphony.